Good afternoon, ISDS 705 class. This is Team A5. Group members Kyle Cox, Benjamin Kreider, Herman Cruz, Renee Kohler, Michonne Cummings, Matt Curran, and Kyla Daniels. We want to talk to y'all first about how we picked Dollar General. How did we come to this? Well, we started off by considering a couple of corporations and actually eliminating some right off the bat. Some of those being just the typical Fortune 500 companies that people are tried and done before in these MBA programs like Apple, Ford, Coke, Microsoft, GMC. We went through, UPS and considered doing their shipping program and their information systems and tracking the packages, or Food Lion's inventory system, a grocery store on the East Coast, Home Depot's human resource program and their online ordering. Walgreens, we considered them as well, their pharmacy management systems. From a doctor gifts, electronically sending these prescription standpoints to the Walgreens and HIPAA laws and all that, it seemed like it would be too complicated to fit into a paper. We would actually be going over the requirements. So we actually settled on Dollar Tree for a while, went out, did interviews, wasn't as successful as we thought. A lot of the managers couldn't talk to us due to company policy, low staffing, not enough time, constantly in meetings. So we went with Dollar General, primarily because not really tried and done, and we had a personal contact through our good friend Ben here with a district manager. And with that, I will pass it on off to Mr. Herman.
Thanks, Matt. And thank you guys for joining our podcast today. The Team A5 podcast coming at you every Monday at 9 p.m. Central. Dollar General's history. The company was founded in 1939 by J.L. Turner and his son Carl as a small family business. It operates in the discount retail sector. It became public and was incorporated in 1968. Its stock price currently trades at $125 to $225 on a 52-week range with a market capitalization of $50 billion. So you can see that the company has achieved tremendous growth since entering the market. Currently, it's grown so much that it has 143,000 employees and 17,000 stores across 46 states in the USA, operating mainly in the southern, southwest, and midwestern parts of the USA. Its CEO and director is Todd J. Vasos, and its direct competitors include Dollar Tree, Inc., 99 Cents Only Stores, LLC, and Fred's, Inc. As we move on to the next slide, we can gauge a little bit more about the company's profitability. Now, when looking at the chart itself, all the way to the right-hand side, we can see that its profits have been steadily increasing by at least $100 million since 2010. As of 2019, its revenue was at $27.8 billion with the profit of $1.7 billion. That's a lot of money. As far as its product, the company sells personal care, household, cleaning, prepackaged foods and beverages, apparel, amongst other things. And it's all managed centrally from its Master Data Management Center, which is the focal IS that we chose to really conduct our research and our presentation on. As far as the mission statement, just by looking at the picture of the employees stocking boxes onto a distribution truck, we can see that it's serving others. Now you can really feel the company's mission across all of its processes in the way that it operates as a local neighborhood store in every market, but also in the way that it puts career development at the forefront of every company initiative. So as we move on to the next slide, we explore a little bit more about the company's Master Data Management Center, which really controls all of its distribution activities. So not only does it manage all its merchant and vendor relationships, but it also creates trackable SKUs for all the inventory items that come into the company's centralized database. In addition to that, the company also coordinates with 3 distribution departments to facilitate timely deliveries to all stores across its markets. And these 3 distribution channels are the demand chain and allocation, the distribution center operation teams, as well as the transportation teams. And this is all facilitated by the use of the handheld terminal device across all distribution channels. I'll hand it off to Renee to discuss the other slides.
Thank you, Herman. So what we're wanting to look at now is the critical success factors and achievements. So if we look at the three success factors that Dollar General has, we're going to talk about working effectively with merchants and vendors to create a trackable, SKU accessible in the MDM, and that is the Master Data Management Center that Herman mentioned earlier, executing on efficient allocation processes and timely product deliveries across various markets, pre-packaging, palletizing, prepping items for easy transport and deliveries across various markets. Then if we look at some of the achievements, Dollar General went from 840 million SKUs in 2015, and right now they're on track for 1 billion in 2020. There's 720 million and counting cartons delivered throughout the company's distribution network, and Dollar General uses rolltainers to make it easy for backstock and put away processes. The company's product assortment continues to grow, offering more to its customers. Dollar General recently added 3 fresh cold facilities. They're located in Kentucky, Oklahoma, and California, and that's expected to create 600 new career opportunities. Next slide, please. Dollar General uses the handheld terminal device, also called the HHT device. It's synced to the company's centralized data management system, and it supports the Master Data Management Center by keeping track of shipments, deliveries, low inventories, quantities, and inventory planning routines. It's used at the cash register terminals to support product replenishment and ordering by in-store employees. It's user-friendly, and is supported by the Employee Response Center, also called the ERC. The corporate IT department is dedicated to solving for technical issues related to the device. Distribution centers are also available via phone to solve inventory-related issues. I'll turn it now over to Ben.
Thank you, Renee. The interview process began by walking into our original business of choice, Dollar Tree, at various locations that were close to group members' homes. When we discovered that information was hard to come by with them, again, we changed our focus to Dollar General, and the group chose to focus on the ordering and distribution systems with Dollar General. Dollar General uses an internal system of checks and balances to maintain inventory and order products to stock the shelves. The ins and outs system utilizes handheld devices, as Renee and Herman just mentioned, by employees to track store inventory in real time. Dollar General associates must keep track of inventory on a constant and continual basis. The system must have up-to-date information, accurate information so that the store is stocked appropriately, and the automated ordering system keeps track of orders as the store shelves and backstock are scanned and accounted for. The associates, use the HHT for inventory tracking, FedEx, Dollar General pickup, and other various systems. As associates are scanning the barcodes on the shelves, the distribution center gets real-time updates of inventory and orders created, and a regular weekly delivery occurs of the items the store needs to resupply. And this continual process of scanning what is on the shelf and what is checked out at the registers is constantly compiling an order for distribution. The only items the store is responsible for ordering manually are office supplies and cleaning supplies to be used in-house. These will be sent on the delivery according to when they're ordered from the Dollar General staff. When discrepancies occur, a store also keeps overstock that has not been placed on the shelf. When a customer has a request of an item not already stocked, this serves as a backup plan to potentially provide the customer with the requested item. A dedicated individual at the local distribution center is available to help the store when distribution questions or concerns arise. And for other information management concerns related to ordering and distribution, a regional manager may be consulted to intervene. And without this technology, the inventory, ordering, and distribution practices would all be done on pen and paper. It would take much longer to do these tasks, tracking the stock, tracking overstock, counting inventory, placing orders, and tracking distribution. It would take multiple individuals to get it done in a reasonable amount of time to keep up with the demand. And the technology itself has transformed traditional inventory counts and ordering done with pen and paper into a fully automated electronic inventory and distribution network. And now I'll pass it over to Marshawn.
Hello, I'm Marshawn. We'll be talking about Dollar General supply chain. So Dollar General supply chain is strategic and organized. They use handheld terminal devices to keep track of inventory. Employees use the scanning system to determine their current inventory and their plan for restocking for the next day. They also use the rolltainers, and everything that they do is used out of their master data management system that we've been discussing previously throughout previous slides. Next slide, please. Nearly 12,000 products have been supplied through over 16,000 stores worldwide. They do supply across 46 different states. They have the supply teams working through their master data management system. Systems have been structured to ensure consumer demands are being met. Customer satisfaction is definitely at the forefront of their supply chain. They also have their customer satisfaction survey software that they use to ensure that their customers are satisfied. There are 14 distribution centers and direct relationships with their suppliers. It ensures that there's a smooth transition from supplier distribution to the store and into the homes of the customers. Kayla, next slide, please. Moving on to Kayla.
All righty. So one thing about Dollar General that we found is their ability to adapt to the technology and the advances. So with that being said, Dollar General they went digital, and they created a mobile app to kind of enhance the shopping experience for their customers. So in 2018, they created an app called DG Go, which is Dollar General Go. And it first was just started off as just giving customers coupons to use while they shop in the store. But over the years and with all the advances, they added features like a cart calculator, which as a person is shopping throughout the store, it gives them an opportunity to see how much they're going to end up paying, to make sure they're not overspending, to make sure they're sticking within their budget. They've also created a shopping list. So before you even arrive to the store, you know exactly what that store has in stock and you know what you're looking for. They've added their most recent features are DG Go and DG Pickup. So DG Go is kind of like an Amazon Go thing. So as you're walking in the store and you're throwing things in the cart, it's scanning it and you're already buying it. So it kind of makes the process faster instead of the whole waiting in the line aspect. And then DG Pickup is where you can order on the app and then just go to the store and pick it up. So with this app, it kind of helps the company increase their competitive advantage amongst their other competitors, direct competitors and indirect competitors. So to help with the continuous profitability of the company. So next we're going to kick it to Kyle, and he's going to talk a little bit more about the competitive analysis.
Yes, thank you so much, Kayla. I am going to discuss Porter's 5 competitive forces, also known as the industry and competitive analysis. Started off right from the top here. The intensity of competition among existing rivals is very high, just due to the nature of the industry. The discount retail sector is already highly competitive due to the fact that its main attraction is providing everyday household goods at very low prices. So on the screen there, you can see some of its competitors. It's not all inclusive, but you have Five Below, Big Lots, CVS, Family Dollar, and then their biggest competitor, which is Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree Incorporated is comprised of both Dollar Tree and recently acquired Family Dollar. They operate in 48 states and have over 15,000 stores. So that's definitely Dollar General's biggest competitor. And like I said, it's a very competitive market. Moving along to the threat of new entrants. On the other hand, it's low. So as I just mentioned, there are already some dominating firms in the sector. Like I said, Dollar General and Dollar Tree, those two companies combined comprise over 30,000 stores in the United States. So it makes it difficult for new entrants to enter this discount retail sector. There's low profit margins, and they really rely on large sales volumes to reap the benefits of scale advantages, which is very capital intensive to open a lot of stores and set up a distribution center and get that all set up with suppliers and whatnot. So it is low, the threat of new entrants. Moving right along, we've got the threat of substitution. Since Dollar General offers everyday products that you can buy at grocery stores, convenience stores, online retailers, and other dollar stores, it's very high threat of substitution because you could buy the same product just about anywhere. Consequently, because of this, pricing is the most important factor in maintaining a sustainable competitive advantage for Dollar General. Also, convenience plays a large role for the customers. If they have to drive only a mile versus 5 miles to the store, obviously convenience for storefront location makes an impact on the customer's decision. Moving along to the threat of buyer bargaining power, it is also high. It kind of goes hand in hand with the threat of substitution because buyers have the option to go and buy the same or similar products just about anywhere. Based on a statistic analysis of Dollar General's customer base, 57% of them are household incomes making less than $50,000. So maybe to lessen the bargaining power of its buyers, it would want to tap into the middle class and upper household class clientele to expand its customer base, therefore taking away some of its bargaining power from the buyers. Conversely, the threat of supplier bargaining power is low. And this is in part of the fact that Dollar General has done a very good job at maintaining numerous suppliers. Having many suppliers on hand means you have a lot to choose from and offering similar products. So if a supplier is not willing to come to agreeable terms, Dollar General can simply choose to go with a different supplier and not have any issues with that. Based on the most recent 2019 annual report, 2 of its largest suppliers only accounted for 8% of Dollar General's total purchases, so they're pretty well diversified. It's evident that Dollar General has had success. So to maintain that, again, just to recap, they want to maintain competitive pricing, convenient store location, leverage scales, economies of scale, tap into additional customer base, and like I said, middle and upper class households to expand their customer base. And then lastly, maintain numerous suppliers on hand. And that concludes our presentation for today. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to the questions you guys might have.